Although Bitcoin is currently used as a hedge unit in most portfolios, Palihapitiya thinks it will transit to something much more important in the near future. Here is why Bitcoin will hit $200,000 according to Chamath. If you're a subscriber, well, welcome back to Investing Few. But if you're new to this channel and you want to enjoy more of our engaging content, make sure to click that subscribe button and use that trigger finger by smashing that like button. Now, let's get into it. Bitcoin has been the talk of the town lately. Crypto's price has spiked by close to 100% in early 2021. In the last 12 months, BTC has had an impressive 200% gain price-wise. This trend seems to convince even more people that Bitcoin is indeed a serious potential digital asset ripe for both small and large investors. Among the many people convinced of BTC's power is one Chamath Palihapitiya. Chamath is a venture capitalist and hid his success as a result of his good business acumen. He's the founder and CEO of Social Capital, an investment firm with over $1.2 billion worth of assets under its management. Speaking during an interview with CNBC, Chamath said that Bitcoin will eventually reach the highs of $200,000. Elon Musk has told users of an online social media app that he thinks the virtual currency Bitcoin is a good thing. His comments resulted in the value of Bitcoin rising significantly. There are lots of things other than money which we consider valuable, like gold and diamonds. The Aztecs used cocoa beans as money. Bitcoins are valuable because people are willing to exchange them for real goods and services, and even cash. Every transaction is recorded publicly, so it's very difficult to copy Bitcoins, make fake ones, or spend ones you don't own. It's possible to lose your Bitcoin wallet or delete your Bitcoins and lose them forever. There have also been thefts from websites that let you store your Bitcoins remotely. BTC will transition to something much more important. Palihapitiya has previously asserted that if Bitcoin succeeds, that would mean that the traditional financial world has imploded. He reaffirmed his stance now, but noted that it is going to eventually transition into something much more important. But until society figures out a way to get away from the frayed reality, it makes sense to own the schmuck insurance on the side, Bitcoin. He also noted that more and more people, including corporations and institutions, have started to enter the space. As such, the BTC situation has become an incredible thing that he could never have imagined. The founder of the venture capital firm Social Capital has been a long-time Bitcoin supporter. He admitted last year that his first BTC purchase came about a decade ago when he allocated just $80 to buy approximately 1 million Bitcoins. Since then, he has used every opportunity to defend the cryptocurrency and highlights its merits. During a recent CNBC interview, he received another question about the asset and its future price trajectory. Palihapitiya seemed quite optimistic with his forecast, but also outlined that people used to laugh at him several years ago when BTC struggled at much lower prices. Quote, "Can you play the clip in 2012-2013 when it was $200 and everybody was laughing at me at CNBC when I was talking about Bitcoin? Where is it going? It's probably going to $100,000 to $150,000, then to $200,000. In what period, I don't know, 5 years, 10 years, but it's going there." He justified his prediction with the current economic situation as our leaders are not as trustworthy and reliable as they used to be. Thus, he reaffirmed that BTC is the insurance that people need under the pillow that gives them access to an uncorrelated hedge. The renowned Bitcoin maximalist and billionaire venture capitalist Chamath Palihapitiya said during a recent interview that Bitcoin could hit $200,000 in 5 years if the current conditions prevail. According to Palihapitiya, more investors are coming to terms that the governments are not as reliable, thus an urgent need for a reliable hedge factor in their portfolios, whereby Bitcoin perfectly falls into place as a reliable portfolio hedge now and in the coming years. Every time you see all of this stuff happening, it just reminds you that, wow, our leaders are not as trustworthy and reliable as they used to be, Palihapitiya said. And so just in case, we really do need to have some kind of insurance we can keep under our pillow that gives us some access to an uncorrelated hedge, he added. Although Bitcoin is currently used as a hedge unit in most portfolios, Palihapitiya thinks it will transit into something much more important in the near future. Apparently, Palihapitiya became involved with the Bitcoin ecosystem when the asset was trading below $100 and was once quoted to have owned 5% of the total circulating BTC units. Previously, Palihapitiya noted that Bitcoin is highly favored among most investors, not only due to its return capabilities, but also in its decentralized nature. Notably, he said that Bitcoin could depose gold from its trillion-dollar market in the next few years. According to Palihapitiya, gold is mostly controlled by global central banks with a very small portion under retail circulation. However, Bitcoin is the opposite of that by nature, as it's readily accessible by retail and institutional investors. With only 21 million units of Bitcoin set to ever exist, the asset is poised to capitulate into millions as predicted. Mind you, the asset has a controlled inflation whereby miners currently enjoy a reward of approximately 6.25 coins per every 10 minutes. Notably, the reward rate will halve by 2024 to 3.125 coins per block. Some have argued that a significant portion of the Bitcoin units have disappeared into thin air through lost security keys. Additionally, research has shown that more than half of the Bitcoins in circulating supply are locked by investors for speculation purposes. Putting all these factors into place, Palihapitiya thinks the asset will hit $200,000 in 5 years. The fabric of society is frayed, and until we figure out how to make it better, it's time to just have a little schmuck insurance on the side, said Palihapitiya. Looking back to the years past, when asked about what he thinks of Bitcoin's future, Chamath was reflective of the years right before BTC's price exploded. Back in 2013, BTC was worth just around $200. A few years later, the crypto's price hit $20K in late 2017. Just entering 2021, Bitcoin reached a new all-time high of $41,000. In his opinion, Chamath thinks that some people may not have taken the coin seriously when it first became popular a few years ago. Some would have thought of it as a joke when it was less than $200. However, the top coin has since proven defiant of negative opinions, going on to attract the attention of big money investors, governments, banks, and institutional funds. In fact, other notable investors like Max Kaiser are of the same opinion as Chamath. Bitcoin is an insurance to keep under the pillow. According to Chamath, Bitcoin's potential to increase in price isn't the only motivation to own it. The king of crypto is basically an insurance strategy that could protect people against government overreach. In fact, many people are already converting their wealth to BTC to keep their wealth safe from the increased fiat inflation caused by uncensored printing of money by government machinery. Another good reason to own the coin is promote privacy. Since BTC's debut into the market more than a decade ago, the crypto market has grown, with hundreds of new crypto projects entering the market every year. As such, the industry's market cap has continued to expand, save for the periods during the crypto winter that lasted up to May 2020. It's notable that Bitcoin has always been the instigator for major market movements, both in 2017 and in 2020. The entire market moves when Bitcoin moves. Currently, with the coins trading high, the crypto market is worth $1 trillion. What can you say about Chamath's predictions? Let us know below in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so we can continue giving you the best content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.